Well, let me ask you my first question. Tell me, do you normally make things happen instead of waiting for them to happen to you? It means you are active, but before, something happens, it means you decide very quickly. Some people wait, something happens, and then react. Some people no, take the action before something happens. So tell me, which one are you? So the first or the second group?
I am an active person, so yeah, I do everything in my yeah. I don't know how to say.
So let me help you, because actually I'm gonna give you an alternative to say proactive. So the first word of this session is proactive. And what is that? When you make something happens, instead of waiting for them to happen to you, you are proactive. Okay, active means doing something. Prefix pro means before. So before doing something, it means if you are proactive, you are ready before something happens. So I'm all the time ready. If something happens, okay, it's okay. Because I'm ready, I've planned everything, and I'm waiting for it. So it's good, actually. So you are proactive. And on the other hand, we have the other group of people that, who are called reactive. As you can see, they react after something happens. So for example, okay, just, I wait until something happens, and after that, okay, I make my decision, I react. First of all, tell me if you are proactive or reactive.
I think I'm a proactive person because I love to do and I prepare for everything that's happened to me. Yeah, and I think that's good because we can solve many problems, and it's good for my work too.
Of course, I definitely agree with you. So you are proactive, and it's really good because you're all the time ready. So you've planned everything, you're organized everything, so you won't get surprised by something. So being proactive is really good. Well, so just let me write. So when we say reactive, a person, for example, who just react in response to something else. And proactive, as I told you, proactive person who makes things happen and is ready for everything. So this is proactive. Well, one of the perks, benefits of online learning is that I can, proactive. Maybe it's, you all the time. So maybe you can be proactive in making your own learning schedule. So you can make plan, you can organize everything. Just let me ask you, which one would you prefer? Online learning or no, just, traditional methods of learning, going to classroom, like, in-person meetings, face-to-face. So which one would you prefer?
I love learning online because I can schedule the time and I can um, uh, 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 proactive in learning.
Yeah, of course. And just you don't need to say schedule my time. You say I can set my schedule.
Yeah.
I can set my schedule, so it's okay. Well, and now, so approach has different meanings here. Method, way, since our life is getting much busier. A lot of people find the traditional approach method to learning English ineffective. Yeah, I think so. Nowadays we have a lot to do. We're really busy. So that maybe online learning can be better alternative. But Helen, how to say I'm busy? First word to say you are busy, you can say when you are really busy, especially with your work, you can say I swamped.
Sure.
Means very busy. For example, I'm swamped with my work. I was swamped, for example, I was swamped, I don't know, on vacation, so I couldn't, with lots of things on vacation, so I couldn't study, for example. And we have an idiom that is really good one. If you are snowed under, you have a lot of things to do. For example, I am snowed under at work. I have lots of things to do. So I don't have enough time to go out and I don't know, follow some traditional methods. Okay, this is an idiom. If you are snowed under, you are busy. So tell me, nowadays, if you are snowed under at work, after
Yeah,
your
of course.
break,
Yeah.
after your break.
In some recent day, I snow under my work because it's a lot of thing to do after my vacation.
Yeah, of course, Well, and now, uh, Helen, what is your priority in life? What is the most important and the first level of importance in your life?
I think that is my family. Yeah, uh, family is the the most important thing in my life.
Very good. So your priority and the most important thing in your life is your family. Of course, it should be. Well, okay, and tell me, in learning English, what is your priority? Grammar, pronunciation, vocab, speaking, writing. So what is your priority?
In my goal, I think I shouldn't I don't want to get an degree, so I just learn English to improve my pronunciation and my speaking. So speaking is the most important thing when I learning English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. And I can see a progress after your trip. What happened to you in the US? Yeah, what happened to you? I can see you're speaking very well. What happened? Okay, so that is really important, being in an environment, for example, uh, English speaking countries or places or people. So that's really good way to be involved. That's really good way. And I can see, how your trip affected you. That's perfect. Very good. Well, okay. And variety of. The course offered me a variety of, so you know the meaning of this? Because it's clear when we say variety of. Do you have any idea about the meaning of this?
I don't understand it clearly.
Okay, so different. When we say a variety of something, it means different types of something. Many different types of something. Maybe a number or collection of different things. So this is variety of. So for example, when I say the course offered me a variety type of English lesson, it means a number, many different.
Got it.
Okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so we can use it this way. Just after a variety of, you need to use a noun. What? A noun. It's something English lessons or something like this. Okay, so variety of,
Right.
number or collection of different things. Okay, well, you can say. And actually, we have a good structure. Let me give you this. Why not? So, when you want to say something gives you or makes you able, for example, English course gives me lots of opportunities to speak and to learn new things, or offers me a variety, a lot of English lessons. So you can say it provides me with. It means it gives me. It makes me able to use of something. For example, English learning, okay, provides me with, I don't know, different opportunities to talk to native people and learn something new. So it gives you. For example, working in this company provides me with, I don't know, with a chance of something like promotion, like this, okay? So you can say it provides me with something, means it gives me or makes me, for example, use of something. It makes me use of, I don't know, something. Well, so tell me, if online learning offers you something or provides you with something,
yes. Learning online provide me with many opportunities to learn English because I can listen to my teacher or my tutor direct, and I can hear their voice, and I can react when I talk face to face. And the other time of the day, I can arrange my schedule to learn English. I think it's an effective way to learn English.
very good, very good. And get access. You know, it's really easy. So what I like about online learning is that I can get access. I can have them. I can use them. I can get access to be able to use or obtain something. So get access to be able to use, or for example, have or obtain something. For example, you can get access to some online sources. So a wide source of books and materials, of course, you know, you can easily download. So you can, of course, sometimes maybe for some people can be a bit difficult because, you know, they don't have access or don't get, have or get, both are usable, don't have access to the internet so that they can't follow the course, okay? Well, may I ask you to use this in a sentence?
Um, um, for example, learning online help me get access to the material that I can download it anytime. Yeah, and I can proactive in my learning.
Of course, you can get access to a teacher whenever, wherever. So of course you can easily text your teacher and ask for something. So yes. Okay, let's have a look at the words that we just learned. So do you have any questions related to the meaning of these words?
No.
Okay, now I want you to do something. Of course, you can use these words in different sentences. Of course you can. But now I want to know if you can make a paragraph about something. Of course, it can be about learning online, okay? And use these words, all these words. Okay, maybe one of them is extra, so you don't need it. But I want you to try to talk on something using these words. Okay.
Yeah. For example, I can share with you um, my experience in learning foreign language. For example, I have studied Chinese and English, and you know, I swam because of work. So it's very hard to arrange time to learn a foreign language. So in on the day, I can use many separate time to learn. For example, I can listen to podcasts when I'm driving to work or I'm doing my cooking. And when I listen to the podcast, it helps me get access to many new words and many situations uh, when talking with a native speaker. And you know, it provide me a lot of new lesson, and it's easily helped me to improve my tone, my pronunciation, and I can shadow their voice when I eat after I listen to the podcast.
Perfect. That was really good, especially the last one. You can shadow. Of course you can, and that's a good way. So let me say something just when cooking. So for example, I can listen to a podcast when cooking. When I am cooking, you don't need to. Just when cooking. After that, you can use. And you say it provides me with a lot of lessons. Okay. And for example, it gives me a chance to shadow. Yeah, that was really good. Foreshadowing is a really good method. You know, you can repeat something that I say after me in order to copy and learn my pronunciation, accent, and that's really good way. Okay, excellent. That was perfect. Good. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Old school. Okay, so let's see if you're old school or no. Some of us, of course, in some cases, me, we're a bit older school. What does that mean? It means that, you know, we would rather follow our traditions. You know, for example, I don't know if I have some methods of learning English. I say, okay, going to the classroom, not online. You know, because I'm old school, I think if I sit at home, stay at home and learn something, no, it doesn't work. I need to go. So this is my old-fashioned thoughts. Okay, so you can say I'm a bit old school when you follow some tradition and you don't want to be adopted to modernity or, for example, to new things. So tell me, if you are kind of old school or no, you would prefer to challenge yourself to do and try new things, new methods?
Yeah. Um, you can you explain more detail of the
Of course, for example,
and
of
for
course,
some
yeah,
example of the sentences?
of
Yeah, I know
course.
also in that the thing that's happened in the past. Yeah, many times ago. So
No, it's not, it's okay, let me say, for example, some teachers and some parents are a bit old school. What does that mean? They ask for lots of homework and they think if students doesn't do a lot of homework, they can't learn. But in their method, we say no. We can learn everything without doing lots of. This is a new mind thought,
yeah,
but you know, that
okay.
one is old fashioned, something like old. For example, some elderly people, old people, they would prefer, I don't know, some different genres, not for or music. You know, just they follow some traditional methods of playing, but nowadays we have lots of different genres and, for example, types of music. So old school is someone who would prefer to follow traditional methods. For example, some people think that no, the best way of learning English, learning everything, is go to school, is go to the classroom physically to learn.
I
And
see.
online, so this is old school. So if you are old school, you follow some traditions, old-fashioned thoughts, okay?
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, great. Okay, so tell me, if you are old school, especially about kids, so I want to know.
Mm. Yeah, I think I'm a kind of old school mother. Yeah, because I
Ah,
asked them to uh, to to do the housework, to learn some housework skill, and so in the future they can do it by themselves. But I regularly I
but but you are not
yeah,
old school. This is not a good, because actually it's really perfect because you want to make your kids independent. You want to
yeah,
raise them in, yeah, of course, it's really good. Old school means you can do something, you can try another way, a better way, but you would prefer that one because you follow your traditions. So yeah, I do agree with you. So if this is being old school, I am kind of old because I think yes, kids should take responsibilities to learn how to live
yes.
alone.
That's
So
right.
this is
Yeah.
perfect. This is perfect. This is not old school. But you know, for example, uh, some teachers, okay, I want to talk, you know that we have different methods of teaching, but you know, some teachers believe that, okay, you are a student, so I don't know, write 10 pages of this word to learn it. This is a kind of older school because it's something like traditional, like expired method. But they want to, because their mind is related to that tradition, it's connected, so that they follow. This is older school. You have a good modern alternative. but you don't want to follow because you want to follow your tradition. Okay, so this is a kind of old school. Get it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, great. But what you do is perfect. I do agree definitely with you because I do the same. Of course, it's really important. Well, to be allowed. When you are allowed, you are permitted. You are allowed to do something. Okay, this is passive. And passive is a perfect structure that can be used to, I don't know, talk and speaking and writing. So it's really a good one. When no matter who does an action, the action is important. No matter who allows you, you are allowed. For example, when you, I don't know, when you go online, you search, sometimes you are not allowed to download something. It means maybe the owner, okay, doesn't let you. But no matter who that person is, you are not allowed, you are not permitted, or you are. For example, when learning online, you are allowed to download many books, sources, materials, okay, related to your course. Or you are allowed study again, watch the video again because classes are recorded. This is passive, no matter you or me, just they are recorded. Someone recorded it. So courses are recorded so that you can watch. You are allowed. So as you can see, we have be that is related and depends on the subject, is or am or are. If you or she or he. After that, allowed to and base form of verb. You are allowed to go. You are allowed to sit. You are allowed to study, to watch again. Okay, so this is really easy structure, and of course it's useful or really useful. You can use it. Okay, well, so tell me about, just before we watch the video, I want you to use the structure to make a sentence.
Yeah, for example, my son is allowed to watch TV after finish his homework.
Very good. After just, let me say something that is really important. When you have preposition, and it can be any preposition except for to, I'm not talking about to because to is different. After to, you need to use base form, but about other prepositions, on, after, about, before, you need to use ing form of verb gerund after finishing. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's really, yeah,
Finish.
after finishing. Yeah.
His homework.
Yeah, of course. But if you want to use base form or another form, first subject and after that verb. But when your preposition directly followed by a verb should be gerund or ing form, except for to. Well, and now we have a video. What are the advantages of e-learning? Do you agree with the speaker has already said in video? So let's watch this one. Okay. Unit 7. Let me share my screen again. Okay, just let me check. Oh.
Your training can take place on the road, in the cafe, or anywhere, anytime. Online courses can be taken in multiple settings and are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to better accommodate your busy schedule. Your training can take place on the road, in the cafe, or any other place you have an internet accessible computer. Learn what you really need. Learners may have the option to select learning materials that meet their level of knowledge and interest. Travel costs. Reduces travel costs and time needed to travel to and from school. Learn at your own pace. When a student sits in the lecture, he must adapt himself to the rhythm of the class. One cannot linger on which some students don't understand. There's also no opportunity to run ahead and to skip on points that to certain people seem clear and to others not. Of course, when the student is in control of the pace of the lesson, as he is via the internet, he can do as he desires. He can skip ahead, return backwards, stop the lesson, and to be helped with the online material so he gains a proper understanding of the subjects. It's possible to view 3 consecutive lectures at the same time, so it saves time, and it's possible to view just parts of lectures.
Well, so
yeah, I a set of the some advantage
you
of
could get, yeah,
learning.
yeah,
E-learning method. First of all, we can learn anytime, anywhere. We can learn 24 hours a day, and in any time, for example, in the cafe or when you're driving to work. And the second advantage are the travel costs. You don't have to travel to school to learn, and you can stay at home to learn the lesson. And when we learn online, that means e-learning. We can learn anytime, and if we don't understand any part of the lesson, we can stop and we can repeat any part of the lesson by using CD or record the video.
very good. Of course, of course. Perfectly complete. Okay, that was really good. Well, and so you got some. Okay, but actually, because we are talking about learning online, it's not bad to learn some phrases and words related to internet. So, for example, when we want to say that I search on internet, so what word can I use? So first of all, you can say that I go online or I get online. So both usable. So you have 3 verbs. First of all, that is go online or get online, and they are synonym. Okay, they are synonym with browse. So you can also browse. So you go online, for example, 2 hours a day. You like to browse websites about food. You like to browse websites about technology, okay? So you can use go online, get online, or browse. And for example, Helen, what is the most popular browser in your country? So what website do you use to browse if you want to search something? It's Chrome or I don't know, Internet Explorer. So what is that? Firefox.
Yeah, I think I like browse the website of Google search.
Yeah, of course, very good. So the most popular. And you know, Helen, have you ever seen some old people, elderly, you know, they are retired and, you know, they spend a lot of time on internet. So just they search, browse everything. So do you know what we call them? When a person is old, retired, they have lots of time, of course, plenty of time, and they just use the internet a lot. So we say they are silver surfer. So a silver surfer, yeah, or person, yeah, can be, for example, that is an elderly or retired person who uses the internet a lot. Do you know any silver surfer?
Yeah, I know some person. Yeah, uh, they sure all the time. If they don't know anything, so they should, uh, and especially when uh, they are ill, they are ill. They don't go to see the doctor, and they
Of
can sure
course.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So, but you know what? But we say, when we say silver surfer, we are not talking about young people. Normally, old people and retired. You know, they have plenty of time to do it. Well, instead of saying to explore, we explore the internet. We can say to surf, you know, to surf, that is to explore the internet. So, this is another one. And of course, privacy is really important. How keep your account safe and secured. So that's really important, especially when surfing. So that's really important to respect everyone's privacy. That, you know, normally. So safety is really important. Okay, tell me about your kid. So I want to know that if you aware or something like your boy, your son, about the dangers of using, for example, surfing the internet, and for example, do you try to aware him about internet safety, how to keep his password safe if he uses?
Yeah. Mm, I have a rule as my home that my kids uh, don't allow to use the internet so early at their age, under 10. Yeah, because I think they are not mature enough to know everything that happened when they access the internet. Uh, and
Yeah,
for their personal personal information show when they access the internet. Yeah.
definitely agree
So
with you.
that's
Yeah.
very, yeah. Yeah. And I think parents should protect them from danger of the internet.
Very good, of course. So we can say that internet safety is of prime importance. Okay, is of prime importance means most important. So instead of saying most important, of course you can say the most important, but if you want to have another alternative, you can say something is of prime importance. So of prime importance means most important. So that's really important. Well, and nowadays, Helen, especially younger generation, they really rely on social media and on the internet. So what do you think about it? First of all, do you think it can be, maybe it can affect their culture, the way that they behave? And if yes, how can we maybe avoid this from happening?
Yeah. I think that use the social media can help uh, in the active way. The internet can help them to connect to people and get information But if they don't they don't aware of something bad happened to them, for example, they can uh, learn. They can make friends with um, uh, not good person. They can um,
Yeah.
they can have get the bad influence when connecting with them.
Yeah, of course. Maybe when it comes to reliability, yeah, sometimes they make friends and they find someone who is not really reliable.
Yeah,
But
they
this,
don't
yeah,
rely
because
on
of
a person.
course, because this is an online connection and maybe communication, so of course they can't recognize if this relationship is a healthy one or is it toxic. So yeah, I do agree with you. Well, and keep going. Okay. So another question, why do you choose to study English online? So you can use the suggested ideas, but of course you can make yours.
Yeah, first of all, I can um, schedule uh, my my time, and I can proactive in learning because uh, I can meet the need of my any skill in my learning English. For
Yeah.
example, when I like the skill of speaking, I can learn with the speaking teacher so that they can help me to improve the pronunciation, and I can assess the um, material and download the lesson to learn at home. Yeah, I can learn after that. Repeat and anytime if I have free time.
Of course, of course. Perfect. And okay, so what is the difference between if you want to talk about e-learning and traditional learning? So let's talk about maybe advantage and disadvantage of e-learning and traditional. Just one advantage, one disadvantage. Okay, so what is that, do you think? Of course,
Um,
we normally people prefer e-learning, but
yeah, I think that's the cost of learning. For example, yeah, when you learn with traditional uh, class, you have to you you have um to go to you have to um uh the, you have to pay for the travel cost to go to the school, yeah,
yeah,
to the foreign language
yeah,
school to learn with the teacher.
yeah,
And if you learn um online, you don't have to pay that cost.
yeah, of
And
course. Yeah,
the tuition fees is different too.
of course. And you need to pay to commute. Commute means to travel regularly a distance between
Yeah.
work and home. It can be, for example, maybe some other places. So to commute, of course. Yeah. Well, perfect. And so let's keep going. Okay. And can you find any negative sides of e-learning?
And I think that is you can meet your tutor face to face, so that some in some aspect they don't they can help you to um, to uh, to realize the mistake that you make.
Yeah.
When you are speaking.
Ah, when you speak, they can't get it. But it's something like why they can't? But you are talking and someone is listening to you. So I couldn't get what you mean because you're talking and someone's listening to you. So of course they can understand when you make mistakes. So just
the voice or the speech.
when
The
it's
voice
a
or speech
lag, you
or
man.
the tone. If you when you want to press something, is especially in, for example, in a sentence, something that some words have to press, something you have to speak wisely. For example,
Of
I
course,
think
I
so.
got it. So you mean about, so of course, first of all, yeah, I do agree with you because first of all, when there is a lag, so it's like, you speak like, and your speaking is broken. So part by so this is due to maybe sometimes poor connections happens. And another one, you mentioned word stress and intonation. That is really important in speaking. So word stress, which part of word should be pronounced louder or maybe stronger, and intonation, how to play with voice. Your voice goes up and down to show your emotion. So like if you're excited, if you're sad, I do agree, I got it. Well, yes, of course it can be. Well, and just as we discussed, the last word that I want to teach you here, because we talked about, it's not about online or e-learning, it's about internet, because I discussed it, so it's not bad to know this. This word, you may hear it lots, especially on social media. It can be used as a verb or as a noun. So what is that? Troll means to make an offensive, insulting, or aggressive online post. So you see that some people make some post some things, or for example, make some posts online, and you see that it's really aggressive, offensive, and it makes people upset. So it's noise. So we can say they troll. So troll means make an offensive or insulting or aggressive post. That of course I mean online post, just online. That's really important to know, it's online. Okay. And we also have a noun, troll, a person who does this. So a person who trolls can be troll again. So you may hear this. Okay. Well, that's it, my dear Helen. And it's your time. If you have any question, it's time to ask.
No, some in today's lesson, I find some new words to learn, so I can learn it many times, and I can repeat and make the sentences to yeah uh, to make it is familiar with my words.
Yeah, to become familiar, of course. That was perfect. But by the way, I don't know if you change your hairstyle, but I find something is changed, but I don't know what is that. You look more beautiful, let me say. I love the way, I don't know that it's like, I don't know, you change your hair. Yeah, perfect. You look more beautiful. And of course, you're beautiful. Today is something brilliant. I love that. Okay, and it was perfect to see you again after a long time. Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you again today too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye. Goodbye.
bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.